Hey guys, been a couple of years. I apologize about that. Say work got in the way, as did life. Moved out of my parents' house, got a girlfriend. A lot of other things happened, and unfortunately, trains outside of work, uh, I put on the back burner. Yes, for those of you who don't know, I got a job with the railroad. Been working there a little over 2 years now. So yeah, that's been taking up a lot of my time, but finally traffic slowed down enough here earlier this year to where I was able to sort of start to get back into it. But unfortunately, around the same time, my computer crashed and pretty much all my videos were lost that I had on my computer. So, I just started new. So, in the meantime, as you can tell by this, by the video title and by the bench work that you can see in front of you, starting to get back into it. This is by no means complete. This is just three 8 by 2.5 sections of bench work that I've finally got around to putting up. These have been sitting in my apartment partially assembled for about a year. Then finally, my girlfriend pushed me to get all this started again. So, still a few minor changes I need to make before really the bench work itself is complete for the main portion of the layout. But this is sort of the general shape that it's going to be. A couple things here and there that I'm going to change, but I'll just give you a brief overview. So this is going to be a switching layout because that's all I've really got room for. I just don't have any room anywhere else. This is already taking up a decent portion of our living room, and there's really nowhere else to put it. If I was living by myself, this whole side would be trains too, but I don't live here by myself, so yeah. So this is what we came to, and it's still pretty good, and I can still do a decent amount with this. The basic idea is switching with a little bit of not so much point to point, but enough to where I can run multiple operations here. I can. The idea is for an op session, I can have two, three, or if I really wanted to try hard, 4 people operating at the same time. So that's basically that. Starting off here, track plan and whatnot, I don't have anything 100% down, but I do have enough of an idea to where I know what I want. This first little 8-foot section right here is going to be yard. It's going to be anywhere from it's probably gonna be around 4 to 6 tracks for freight cars, then a runner, and 2 stall, 2 track engine pits, and possibly a rip track as well. And then as the yard at the end of the yard throwed right around here, right about where this box is, there's going to be a switch, and I'm going to push this section out a few inches and have a track run along this back wall and go down underneath the layout into some hidden staging, which would be underneath this third module. I don't need it to drop down that far. It doesn't need to be anything fancy. I'd say it's probably about 6 or 7 inches would be enough. I don't need to run double stacks or auto racks through here as long as a 17-foot high cube can fit under there. That's really all I care about. this second section here, and maybe even space permitting a little bit of a first one, is going to be 100% industry. So so there'll be stuff along the back that conceals the main running down into hidden staging. A lot of warehouses, maybe a grain mill. I'm still not 100% decided on what's going to go where, but something along those lines. Whereas then the industry lead's going to run down the middle, and in the front, I'll probably put in a scrapyard or maybe a lumber mill, something where there aren't any tall buildings that doesn't obscure the scenery further back. And coming around here to the third module, I plan on sticking a chemical plant there in the back corner. That could change, but that's what it's looking like at the moment. Rest of this is going to be mostly industry, but then this section right here got roughly 6 or 7 inches to play with between the end of the bench work and the wall. So I'll move that whiteboard right there, and this is going to be where another railroad is staged. So basically the idea is as the industry lead curves around, that's where this other railroad will come in. It'll cross the lead to the chemical plant on a diamond, more than likely, tie in, then that railroad will run over and interchange there in the yard. And just the rest of this right here is going to be industry. We'll see. This is probably not going to happen, but on the very off chance that my girlfriend lets me, I might extend it a little bit into the hallway. Probably not going to happen, and honestly, I don't need to. All it would do would be to cram in maybe 1 or 2 more industries. Don't need it, and frankly, even though the apartment's in my name, as all you married men know, she's the one who has the ultimate say in that. Then underneath this third one, like I said earlier, that's going to be where the hidden staging is. Probably going to be about, I'd say, 2, maybe 3 tracks, just stub end. And that's pretty much it. I'd want to move this third section out if possible, but I'm already working on some very limited space. As you can see, there's a door out there to the balcony already. So that's probably going to stay where it is, and then I'll slide this middle one out so I can run the lead that goes into the hidden staging out of the back, along the back wall. We'll see if I need to slide the third one out. As long as I can get the decline in this case low enough to where it clears the bench work, that's what I care about. However, if the incline is going to be too steep, I can slide it out and then just push the staging a little further back up against the back wall if needed. It's not going to be that. It's really all dependent on what I want to do. I want to try and get it to where it's a 2% incline, because frankly that's already steep enough. If needed, I'd be willing to go to 3, but even then I'm kind of hesitant to do so, just because I don't want the gradient to be too steep, and I don't want to put too much strain on the power that runs up there. But we'll see what happens. There's still a lot up in the air with this. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to extend this one out yet. So who knows? There's still a lot that could up in the air with that stuff. So this is what I got going on right now. Next step is I still got to level some of this stuff, then extend the bench work out there towards the side wall. Then look a little more into the hidden staging, see what it is I can do. However, while I'll put the incline in, the actual hidden staging underneath the layout's not going to go in until after I've completed wiring up all the track for this stuff on the main level, just because negotiating around benchwork for hidden staging to get to all that stuff to wire everything up is not going to be an easy task at all. So just making my life a little easier and go from there. So that's pretty much all that we're going to do with the layout. Real quick, the basic idea for this is, while C&W is the main railroad that I model, I want to have this layout give me the flexibility to where I can change it around to where, say, if I wanted to, for operating sessions, so say if I wanted to have a BN themed operating session, I've got enough BN power to where I can do that, and then they interchange with, say, the main interchange railroad's IC. I could change that around to where instead they're interchanging with SP. Or I could do it to where IC's the main railroad and they're interchanging with the Chicago Central. Or I could do it to where EJ&E's the main railroad and they are interchanging with CSX. Or who knows? Like, there's a million different combinations that I could do with this. And I just want to have the flexibility to where, even though if it was me, it would probably be staying as C&W most of the time. If for an op session, we wanted to change it around, or even if I just get bored and want to take out some of my other stuff for a change, I could do that. I've got enough power to where I could run ops for Northwestern, IC, BN, Grand Trunk, EJ&E, and quite a few other railroads. So I'm quite flexible with all that stuff. So there's a lot that we can do. There's a lot of flexibility with something like this, thankfully. So I'll try and keep you guys in the loop. Gonna do my best to not go on another hiatus. We'll see. With grain season starting up again, I'd imagine that I'm gonna be working a lot. But I'll do my best to keep you guys updated on this. So like I said, next update, I'll probably have these leveled off. I'll probably have a bench work completed for the main section. Who knows, maybe I'll even have started to put foam down. But we'll see what the future holds with all that. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for sticking it out for all this stuff. Said I apologize again for the hiatus. Gonna try and be better about all that. It's just, I got a lot on my plate. And as much as I like trains and models, frankly, this is pretty low on the priority list compared to a lot of other things going on in my life. But we'll do what we can. I'll hopefully have an update for you guys again in another month or two, and we'll go from there. Who knows, maybe I'll even have another update in a week, but we'll see what the future holds. But thanks for watching, guys, and we'll talk to you next time.